And right now, off the hook, you can see here that Dreams has actually opted for the flicker play, but there's not much of respect here from the side of GEEK SLATE other than a boy picking up that Purify. So most of these players can be baited in with the fatal links that come through.
Just went through his cape there.
ATLEAST just deceptively slim there. He's going to go on a boy, but you can see that the early game pressure is dangerous here. And this is not factoring in the fact that Janna Cutie is on a Fredrin. They can still be deadly, can solo kill, can solo engage. Beloyski already starting off with a great iron hook. Hijume is going to be able to survive for now, but you can see the threat as GEEK SLATE make their move towards the jungle of EVOS Legends.
It's just the little wins, you know, that will be climbing up later on. But looking at it right now, GEEK SLATE, the reason I still expected the Melissa pick to come through. Oh my god, Beloy with the iron hook, bringing Hijume under the turret, forcing a flicker from him. Janna now with a damage, not even the Appraiser's Wrath. Taz though, jumping in once again. It's the Appraiser's Wrath from Janna QT. Taz disappeared from the map.
That's the problem, right? That's the problem of having an ATLEAST jungler, right? She's so weak in the early game. She has one of the lowest base HPs in the game as well, which means that she needs to gain that passive first, gain that stack to 12, 25, and 50, if I'm not mistaken, to be able to amount as much sustainability as she can in that late game with the mana regen and the HP regen and the shielding to top it off. So going against composition that's really aggressive in the early game is not something that I honestly think that EVOS Legends can contest to. And you can actually see that they're making adjustments here. EVOS Legends, they're not going to go for the turtle counter or turtle fight. They're going to just play a little bit more patient and get that farming through for Taz in particular here in the early game.
Considering the lane advantages GEEK SLATE has in the EXP and mid lane, EVOS Legends don't really have much of an option. And on that note, Eterna, on the Alice pick, we talked about how Taz, he doesn't really shine on the low mechanical heroes. And I must say that the Alice, it needs some experience, it needs some knowledge to play well. But when it comes to mechanics, right, this is where Taz usually shines. On the Pokito, we saw a bit of that outplaying the Lancelot in the hands of Janna Cutie earlier. But now on an Alice, I feel like he just has way less playmaking potential, and that might just harm EVOS Legends in the long run.
Now back to my point. Dude. Beloy. No, stop, all right? Every single time, Beloy just hates me. He doesn't want me to speak. He interrupted me, man, earlier on. I was about to say, right? The reason I would actually go for the Melissa instead of the Beatrix is because of the first skill that Melissa has. You can actually get out of the Fatal Links. Pretty fun interaction there with your skill 1, even if the Fatal Links already connects. Meanwhile, for the Beatrix, especially here, Chadera, not going for the Purify, that was my main concern. But when you have Beloy hitting hooks like that, I mean, holy moly, man, sure.
It's fine, no problem at all. Dreams can also be countered by the Bloody Hunt if they really want to try and go for that option. But for now, it's always that early game pressure right here. Taz is struggling because GEEK SLATE, they are trying to find anything they can. They have pressure in all 3 lanes essentially. So the jungle is slowly but surely gonna be contested, gonna be just taken away from Taz. So EVOS Legends, they better have some kind of plan here because otherwise it's gonna be dangerous. The purple buff is already where GEEK SLATE is making their next move.
No, honestly, that's where I kind of have a difference of opinion here. I think EVOS Legends, I think GEEK SLATE, they're the ones who need to push the pace onto EVOS Legends here. Because if Taz is left alone with too much and she gets the stacks that he needs, you can see that he's trying to do that, right? That's why, even though he's the jungler, he's very active on those lanes because he wants to get as much of the blood orbs as possible. And you can see him even in the top side here clearing as well. He previously was in the mid side, but left alone, left untouched. That's going to be a problem for GEEK SLATE in that late game.
That's a flicker and a bloody hunt. An iron hook to follow it up. Chadera now following it up real good with the damage from Chadera. I think I agree with your point here. The Alice needs to get to that point, but with GEEK SLATE constantly pushing the pace, again, it's going to be really tough. Later on, I see how the Alice works with the glue, with the split, but Dreams now is looking for an opening. Knowing Beloy has used that bloody hunt, will bring Beloy back, but it's still going to be Janna who finds the turtle. Only Rover traded in. Gluke jumps back in with a slam, pass combo. That's the snipe, not connecting, but GEEK SLATE still holding on to their gold lead.
Well, EVOS Legends trying to engage on Beloy to limit his participation there, but in the end, the turtle is still being taken by GEEK SLATE. And on that note, yes, Taz will be scaling a lot more later on still, but in these big team fights, I still feel like GEEK SLATE have a lot more to say. So even now, I feel like they're still dangerous. And if you think that GEEK SLATE is dominant and scary and volatile right now, wait till you see what happens when the first Lord is there, because that is where GEEK SLATE usually starts pushing the pace, and now they are cornering Psycons alone.
Oh my god, not even there! Tries to get out with the Bravest Fighter defensively. Now Jana is going to be caught in the midst of it all. The Fatal Links brings him back for the damage to come through, but the Abraser's Wrath dishes out so much damage. Oh my goodness! Dreams is forced to flicker out of the Iron Hook. Chidera now trying to pinch them down as the Feather Airstrike comes down. Ijume was able to steal it away, but the slam pass, and the turret aggro was taken in by Gluck. They take another turret like it's nothing.
Man, 3,400 gold lead GEEK SLATE here in the first 6 minutes of the game, Arashi. That snowball is definitely evident as well. And that's the thing that I keep mentioning. I don't know if it's getting a little too repetitive at this point, but that's the Alice jungler for you. She needs to snowball from that early game. With too much harassment from the enemy, it's not going to give them as much to play with unless they can close in that gap. Because right now, right, face value, we know if you have a level above in the jungle, you're going to deal more damage onto
with Retribution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can see here already a 1 level lead difference. And it's looking bleak for EVOS if they can't catch up as fast as possible.
It's only going to get worse and worse, but now they make a play onto Beloy. It's still only a roamer though. They have to be very careful not to get counter-engaged on as the Feather Airstrike zones them away, but look at Gluck making his way to the scene.
Bloody Hunt stolen away from onto Beloy. That's just the roamer. The Iron Hook not connecting, but the turtle saves Beloy's life with the additional shielding. Not even there. EVOS Legends unable to find a trade. Jana now walking in, he even steals it with the help of a boy. The Appraiser's Wrath now onto Taj, but he's still able to survive. Not until Gluck steps in with a flicker though. That's a slam, pass. Dreams now with the Fatal Lane's gonna be able to find them as that's gonna be the stun. Coming in from Psychos with the Bravest Fighter. The Iron Hook from Beloy changes the fight again. It's the gold lane down, and GEEK SLATE have found the proper trade.
They are not letting Brands participate in this game at all, man. At any moment, he is just completely shut down. And with the marksman out of the picture, this is once again GEEK SLATE looking for a siege with the long range, but they will still be able to get the turrets in the other lanes. GEEK SLATE having full control of the game. And as we take a look at the items, Malefic Roar being built up already early on. And with the Pharsa, with having the Lightning Truncheon already, this is just going to be even more of a nightmare for Brands. He only has his core items, but he will require all those defensive items if he wants to stay relevant in this game right now.
Yeah, he needs the Athena shield as soon as possible. And that's the issue of picking up something like the carry earlier on in the drafting phase, especially if the Pharsa has not been banned away in that first phase, because I think the Pharsa is just going to, plain and simple, outrange you, burst you down before you can even make a single impact in the game. And you can see it coming to fruition here for GEEK SLATE in particular.
Ooh, for GEEK SLATE though, now they're still just waiting, and they really know how to use the macro gameplay, man. Just waiting for a chance, but Gluck, man, it's way too good, and now he's turning it on. He's chasing the members of EVOS.
The Feathered Airstrike, and now Chidera, everyone's here for the taking. And it's gonna be Beloy with the Iron Hook again. Taz all alone on the Alice. Picks up the purple buff. 9 minutes in, and GEEK SLATE are stomping EVOS Legends.
4-for-0 trade here, EVOS Legends. They are looking like they are in shambles right now here. 10 minutes in. GEEK SLATE, they're looking like they're going to be able to get this Lord uncontested. Even if Taz wants to do and go for something, he's just going to get taken down.
It pops in the flowing blood, only for a boy to take. It's a late wipeout for GEEK SLATE, and it is amazing for this team. They have played this game perfectly.
Unreal, man. Like, this is not okay. It's an instant replay by the Samsung Galaxy
A34
and A54. If you missed it, you just go for it straight away. Beloy jumps in to just cut off the exit path as well. And even with the flicker, there's no escape, man.
It's too good.
You can't get away. Oh my god, that is not okay, man. What is this man on? That is unreal. And with the Lord, with the Feather Airstrike, with Chidera on the Beatrix as well, It is looking absolutely bleak. EVOS Legends has tried everything, and it won't even matter. Hijime once again gets jumped on.
He's just walking Hijime down. Oh my god, it's another pick.
No.
And Beloy on top of it all. It's Beloy again, and again. A 10,000 gold lead in the 10th minute of the game. EVOS Legends have no answers. Dreams now with a perfect match gets out, and Beloy lands that one. I don't know what to call him.
That would be unreal for sure. GEEK SLATE though now, they have, again, all the range advantage, all the burst advantage as well. And this is what we're talking about. Luke, Beloyski, Jana, a boy, they can all engage on their own independently, and EVOS Legends have no idea which one to look out for. Of course, mainly it's Jana, but if you, mainly it's Beloy, but if you, don't pay attention, look at Hijime.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Beloy again with an unreal iron hook. What do you do? What do you do against this man?
I don't know. I guess everyone just needs to Winter Truncheon, and even then...
Relax, man.
Wow, Beloyski once again, even with the flicker as well. Luckily for EVOS, he wasn't able to get another pick on the board, because if he was, instant kill there. 12,000 gold lead here for GEEK SLATE. 11 minutes in, I don't think it's enough time for EVOS Legends to come back.
It's a 12k gold difference, so forget looking at the exact numbers and the gold difference. It's just huge right now. And that flicker from Beloyski, the fact that he's able to do so with no hesitation, just goes for it, is what makes it so dangerous, and it's what's making EVOS Legends so concerned about it. You see earlier, even when Hijime steals away the feather airstrike, it only takes Beloyski walking up a few steps for him to cancel out directly, because he is afraid of the plays happening. If it's not the iron hook, it could be the flicker bloody hunt. If you take a look at the damage dealt, a boy is on top right here, but the main guy that's literally killing off the members of EVOS Legends is Beloy, man. It all starts there. And look at this. We're talking about the discipline. And now they're just waiting for the next Lord, waiting for the next objective. If EVOS misstep, they go for the pickoff. If they come for the contest, they will also go for the big engage later on. They have all the vision available, and they're just leaving no stone unturned. EVOS Legends completely out of options right now.
But honestly, I understand, right? Like, the goal difference is huge. 12,000, that's a lot. I don't think we've seen a goal difference that heavy so far, but will it be enough if, let's say, Dreams goes in for the Fatal Links onto 5, finds that big moment? Do you think they have enough damage to be able to follow up such a combo? Oh no, Psychots!
All alone, now stunned up. Bravest Fighter onto a boy, the flicker as well, but the bloody hunt and the snipe there, not even necessary. A boy picks up the kill. The immortality now bought by Beloy as the Enhanced Lord spawns, perfectly timed with Psychots' death. This might be the end for EVOS Legends this game.
Wow. And he just moves straight away to the purple buff. The movement post-Lord take, post-team fight from GEEK SLATE is just impeccable. And keep your eyes on the main man. He misses the iron hook, but the team is ready to make the play happen right now.
Dreams has the flicker right now, but he's going to be taunted up, locked down like it's nothing. But the Bravest Fighter there is not available to follow it up with the Fatal Links. Now Psychots is still respawning in. Taz will be taken down before he can even respawn. Now he's finally back. The combo that you mentioned, Eterna, it only works if Psychots is here. But right now, GEEK SLATE are looking to take every single base turret. Beloy is waiting for the cooldown on that damage. Psychots now just bursted down. The bloody hunt locks him out. And GEEK SLATE have found another. Luke now jumping on a Hijime, bringing him back onto the base. The iron hook connecting onto Braz with the feather airstrike, sniping Dreams down. Tadera on the base, wide open for the taking. Brand zoned away, and game number 2 will go to GEEK SLATE. 2-0, clean sweep.
Wow. What a performance, man.